morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Trygve Lie. I was born in July 1896. I was an assistant secretary of the Labour Party, a legal advisor of the Norwegian Trade Union Federation, and the national secretary of the Labour Party in 1926. I thank you. Good day, everyone. Standing in front of you is Dag Hammarskjöld, a Swedish diplomat, economist, and author. Later on, became the second Secretary-General of the United Nations. I was born in July 29, 1905 in Jönköping, Sweden, but spent most of my childhood in Uppsala. I had been the fourth and the youngest son of Javier Hammarskjöld, Prime Minister of Sweden, and Agnes Hammarskjöld. My ancestors served the monarchy of Sweden since the 17th century. I studied first at Karolinska and then at Uppsala University. I obtained my licentiate of philosophy and master of laws degree in 1930. Before I finished law degree, I had already obtained a job as assistant secretary of the unemployment committee. From 1930 to 1934, I had been the secretary of the governmental unemployment committee. Though I was the youngest to have held the post, I was one of the only 3 people who had been awarded a posthumous Nobel Prize. Yet, every story comes to an end. I lost my life in a plane crash in September 1961. I was the only UN Secretary-General to die in office. My death occurred en route to ceasefire regulations. John F. Kennedy called me as the greatest statesman of our century. I quote, "Forgiveness is the answer to a child's dream," by a miracle. For what is broken is made whole again. For what is soiled is made clean again. I thank you. Good day, everyone. Standing in front of you is Thant. I was a Burmese diplomat and the third Secretary-General of the United Nations in 1961 to 1971. A native of Pantana, I was educated at the National High School in Rangoon University. In the day's tense political climate in Burma, I and moderate views positioning myself between fervent nationalists and British loyalists. I was appointed as a Secretary-General in 1961 when my predecessor, Dag Hammarskjöld, died in an air crash in his first term. I facilitated negotiations between U.S. President John F. Kennedy and Soviet Prime Minister Nikita Khrushchev in Cuban Missile Crisis, thereby narrowly averting the possibility of global catastrophe. In December 1962, I ordered the Operation Grand Slam, which ended insurgency in Congo. I was reappointed as a Secretary-General in December 1966 by unanimous vote of the Security Council in my second term. I was well known for publicly criticizing the American conduct in the Vietnam War. I oversaw newly independent African and Asian states into UN. I refused to serve a third term and retired in 1971. I thank you. Good day, everyone. I am Kurt Joseph Waldheim. I was born in Austria on 21 December 1918, pursued my education, raised a family in the same country, and have spent my professional life both as a politician and diplomat. I have assumed several key positions in the Austrian diplomatic service, of which the most significant was being delegated as the permanent representative of Austria to the United Nations in 1964. I became the fourth United Nations Secretary-General when I was appointed to the said post to hold a 5-year term that began on 21 December 1971. I fulfilled my official duties to the UN to the best of my capacity as I undertook the following initiatives in the pursuit of peace: traveled to South Africa and Namibia in March 1972 and discussed with government leaders the problem of Namibia. Arranged peace talks to begin between government leaders in the wake of hostilities in Cyprus in 1974. Visited Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and Egypt from 1973 to 1974 to inspect the UN peacekeeping operations in the area. Visited India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh from 1973 to discuss with government leaders problems created by the war between India and Pakistan. Inspected the UN relief operations in Bangladesh. I also actively served the UN as I addressed major international conferences under UN auspices and participated in Security Council meetings. In 1985, I was elected to serve the position of President of Austria from 1986 to 1992. Thank you.
A pleasant day to everyone. I am Javier Pérez de Cuéllar. I am the 5th United Nations Secretary-General. I was born in Lima, Peru on 19th of January 1920. I am a lawyer and a career diplomat serving to my country. I was ambassador of Peru to Switzerland, Soviet Union, Poland, and Venezuela. On 27th of January 1979, I was appointed as the United Nations Under-Secretary-General for Special Political Affairs. In December 1981, I was appointed as Secretary-General of the United Nations until 1991. I also served as Prime Minister of Peru since 2000 until 2001. During my 2 terms, I led mediation between Britain and Argentina of the aftermath in the Falkland War and promoted the effort of the Contadora Group to bring peace and stability to Central America. Always remember, peace has won victories on several fronts. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. Hi, I am Boutros Ghali. I am an Egyptian politician and diplomat who was the 6th Secretary-General of the United Nations from January 1992 to December 1996. I was born on November 14 in Cairo, Egypt. I am now 92 years old. My spouse is Maria Ghali. My parents are Sophie Cherubim and Yusuf Boutros Ghali. My siblings are Ralph Boutros Ghali and Michael Boutros Ghali. Before I was a Secretary-General, I was a professor, director, and president of the United Nations. Hi, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Kofi at Annan. I am a Ghanaian diplomat and so-called peacekeeper because I tried promoting peace and ending a war for 40 years. I served as the 7th Secretary-General of the United Nations from January 1997 to December 2006. I was born on April 8, 1938 and now 77 years old. I was given birth on Kumasi, Ghana. My wife's name is named Maria Ghana and I have 3 children. Before I became a Secretary-General, I was first an administrative and budget officer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ban Ki-moon. I'm a South Korean statesman and politician, and I'm also the 8th and current UN Secretary-General. Before I became UN Secretary-General, I was a career diplomat of South Korea's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and of the UN. I entered diplomatic service the year I graduated from university and accepted my first post in New Delhi, India. I was the Foreign Minister of South Korea from January 2004 to November 2006. On February 2006, I began to campaign for the office of Secretary-General. On October 13, 2006, I was elected to be the 8th UN Secretary-General by the United Nations General Assembly. The General Assembly is also one of the most important parts of the United Nations. On January 1, 2007, I took the office of Secretary-General up to the present. I thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank